ask you a question how your race is going?
It goes on and on. The pilgrimage is progressing.
You see it, the race like a pilgrimage?
Yes. It's for me not a race. It's this is also like the reason I don't want to know how many laps, how many miles I do. It's just going on. And for me it's like a purification. I'm growing more and more into myself, into the divine, and this is like the journey there. And from that perspective, I really try to enjoy every step because it's a pilgrimage.
Yes.
So I don't do a pilgrimage if I don't like it, if I don't enjoy it. So, and it's really interesting.
Yes.
It can be from one lap to the other, you're like full in this consciousness, what I just mentioned, and you feel like totally awake and like, ground, it's everything beautiful. And then one lap later, it's like, you again falling asleep while running. It's so funny, like how quickly it can change.
Yeah.
But,
how do you get through those difficult moments? What do you do?
Well, yesterday, I see myself or the human race as runner. They're killers, so for me it's a runner, so I love to run. But yesterday I had some difficulties and I felt just, I lost a little bit, whatever, the joy or so. And I realized when I was walking these few parts, while walking I have much more the peace again. So I did walking, and I spoke with other runner, and he gave me a beautiful poem which actually should conquer negative forces and get you smile back in your face, or at least in your heart. So I did this for quite a few laps, and then it came back. So for me it's like really this inner approach. Of course, like,
Can you remember the poem?
and I tried to remember it before. Mine is the life. Mine is not the life of God, disappointment, tears. Mine is the life of God, fulfillment, smiles.
Yes, great. And you're wearing a fantastic Peace Run t-shirt.
Yes, thank you. I love it. I got it as a present for the race.
Right. It's one of my favourite Peace Run t-shirts.
My one too.
Do you feel there's a connection with this race and the Peace Run?
Oh, I did not look in that picture so far. But
Do you feel this race is offering something to the world?
yeah, from that point, definitely. It stays a connection. I mean, for me, it's definitely to do also this race to be of service for the divine, for mankind. From that point, definitely, like it's a connection between the Peace Run and the 3100-mile race.
Great. As you were talking about your nationality earlier, English, British, Swiss, European, citizen of the world.
That's actually, let's point it out. I was born in England. I lived there for 1 year. My parents are originally from Austria, but before I was born, they moved to Switzerland. And from there, they went for 2 years to England, and then back to Switzerland. So I'm now Swiss, British, my ancestors from Austria, and if you put the spittle life also into the picture, I was born in Bulgaria. So I really was considering to if I reach the final lap of this race, to have 4 national flags. And then I was thinking, like, maybe I could go for the United Nations, for the union of the world. But actually now, since we speak about it, I feel actually I might use the peace run and the golden boat. I like that idea because I like really this how to say in English, the regularity? No, not regularity. The regions, you know,
Yes.
the regions, the state regions, they have their own culture, they have their own language, but there's a bigger thing which is connecting them from the heart level, not like ruling, but from the heart level. And from that point, like peace all over the world. So the strong nations help the weaker nations to flourish, to come forward, and yeah, so that we have like one point again, I don't know, heaven on earth.
Great. Well, thanks so much, Pushkar.
Wow, today I was a big talker.
This is good.
Thank you.
But I'll let you get on now.
Thank you.
Pushkar, would you like mind saying a few words about the race?
It's wonderful.
How many times have you done the race?
4 times.
And what brings you back to do it again?
Well, I got the message that I have to be here to be of service for the Supreme. This is the only thing I can say.
What do you get from doing the race? How does it change you?
I don't know. I hope I become a better man and a better human being, and I'm getting more peaceful and more calm in the mind. And
For those who've not done a race like this, how does it affect the mind? How does it clear you out?
Well, I'm a simple man. Well, the first race, I was not able to finish the distance, and for me the big difference from the first attempt to the other 3 attempts was that my mind was much more peaceful, because like I know, like the first race I could not finish because of the mind, because like there's a saying, and I believe that pretty much all can I say injuries, they start in the mind. And I knew like I had very much problem in the first year with shin spleen and Achilles problems, and as I know, the shin spleen is very much connected with doubt. It can be very subtle, and so it seems like on one level I was doubting, and I kept almost the whole race, or the half of the race, these problems. So, and then somehow in the training for the second year, I was consciously or unconsciously working on that topic. So when I came in the second year on the starting line, I knew 100% I will finish the race. And the same problems came again, but they just came to go. They could not get stuck, you know, they tried, but I was inwardly so strong. So this is definitely also what you gain, that you have like, you become much more determined and like this inner strength. So, and this helps, of course, like in every walk of life, you know, so.
That's great. And what advice would you give to a first timer doing this race?
I mean, definitely, you should just start the race when you really feel it from within. You should do it. This is definitely essential, because I think otherwise you will really suffer. And And otherwise, try from within, you know, like how much you should do. And maybe maybe the first timers, you know, if you go just for finishing the distance, maybe it is advisable you know, from the first day on almost, or maybe from the first day on, if you reach your daily mileage, go home and take rest. Because like then at the beginning of the race, you have more rest, so the body gets more used to that concrete, which is 5 times harder than asphalt and stuff like that. So and then you get stronger and stronger. Maybe you get a little bit slower, but you know, like slowly the body catches up. I don't know, maybe something like that.
And what was the first year that you did it?
2008.
Right. And what's it like on the first day back, so to speak? Is it like you never left the course?
Well, it's really, I'm really grateful to be here. I was after 3 hours already in the medical. I got really nice pain in my second big toe. But this is an old issue, which I was hoping it will grow out from the nail, but it did not. But because of this beautiful rain in the morning, the nail got kind of soft, and I could then really cut out a big piece, and now it's more or less like okay. So, but otherwise, yeah, it's I try really to see the whole thing very spiritual, and I have my prayers and try to dissolve myself in like my master for my master's sake. From that one is very beautiful, but of course I had already also like it feels like after I'm running like a couple of days, but it's a couple of hours. But now it got again like better, so it's like more coming into the phase of sitting in your heart and humbly to say cruise around, which is like yeah.
Great, well thanks very much and good luck with the race.
Thank you.